5 reasons why I didn't buy a Tacoma TRD Pro. You know, I get a lot of questions on the channel about that, especially given some of the things that I've added to my TRD Off-Road here. You know, why didn't you just go out and get a Pro? You should get a Pro. You ought to go ahead and trade that one in and get a Pro. Well, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I didn't buy a Tacoma TRD Pro. First of all, and this one might be kind of petty, I don't know, but I wanted Voodoo Blue. You know, I'm a big fan of the color blue anyway, right? And when I saw the Voodoo Blue, I had to have it. I mean, there was no question. It's an awesome color, it pops, and it looks really good on the Tacoma, right? Now, for 2020, you can't get the Voodoo Blue in a TRD Pro. The colors that are available, and they're all kind of bland, I think. You've got Super White, Magnetic Gray Metallic, which I do like, by the way. The Magnetic Gray Metallic I have on my Tundra, and that is a pretty cool color. Midnight Black Metallic, and Army Green. And I've got to say, I am a fan of that Army Green. I do like it, and if I was going to get a TRD Pro, it would be an Army Green. But none of them compare to the Voodoo Blue, as far as I'm concerned. Next up, number 2, the Pro comes with the hood scoop. Now, I'm a fan of the hood scoop. I like the hood scoop. I had it, of course, on my 2018 TRD Sport. And I think it's pretty cool looking. Now, it's non-functional. It was non-functional on my Sport, but still, aesthetically, I thought it looked really good. However, in trading off my 2018 and going to a 2020, I didn't want to get the same truck, you know? And I felt that if I was to get a truck that had that hood scoop on it, I mean, what's going to be different about it, right? Some badging and stuff like that. So I wanted something different. I wanted the flat hood for a few reasons. I wanted to experience it myself. It's been years since I had a TRD Off-Road. I wanted to be able to experience, see what the view was like, and just have something that was a little bit different. I mean, I'm a YouTuber, right? Next up, number 3. The Pro has too much stuff already done on it, you know? Again, I'm a YouTuber. This is what I do. So I didn't want to get a truck that was already, in essence, finished. You know, it made no sense to me to get something that I'd have nothing to do on, you know? And also, I enjoy doing that kind of stuff, you know, excluding having the channel. You know, if it was just me, if I was just a guy, you know, like most people, you know, with the truck, I would still do stuff to it, you know? And I couldn't do that with the TRD Pro because it's already done. I mean, what are you going to add? It comes with the TRD exhaust, and it already has the upgraded suspension and the wheels and the tires, and I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Now, I know there are some things you can do, sure, but I wanted to be able to do everything, you know? So for me, the TRD Off-Road is kind of a blank slate, even though I got one that is a higher package level, I guess. But there's still so many things I can do on this truck that I enjoy having it. It's part of the appeal for me, you know? Number 4, I'm not a fan of all the badging. You know, if you've watched my channel for a while, and some of you may cringe, but I usually remove most, if not all, of the badging, you know? And I think that's part of the allure of the TRD Pro. You know, it comes with the TRD Pro badging up on the fender. It comes with all of the TRD badging and insignia inside. You know, you've got the stitching and the TRD Pro, you know, embossing and all that kind of stuff inside. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't hate that. But I wanted to be able to design, if you will, the interior of the truck myself. Give it my own touches, you know, like the lettering in the dash and the custom center console that I have, and other touches like that, the shift knob. You know, all those things that if you were to take out of the Pro and replace, you've already paid for in that huge sticker price, right? And we're going to talk about that next. And that's number 5. I simply didn't want to spend the kind of money that you have to spend to get the Pro, right? It's just not worth it to me to spend that kind of money, especially when, like I said, you have a finished truck, which could be kind of the allure for some people, I realize. Now, the off-road, and this is the MSRP, has a starting price of $34,000, right? The TRD Pro is $43,960. I mean, an extra almost $10,000 for that truck. And what do you really get out of it? You get an improved suspension, and I'll give you that. It's definitely an improved suspension. And the wheels and the tires, maybe a little bit more height. And like I mentioned, the insignias and badging and logos and hood scoop and all that kind of stuff. But is that really worth 10 grand? Not to me, it wasn't. You know, for that 10 grand, I can set the truck up the way that I want it to be set up and still enjoy doing it, you know. Part of the fun for me, again, is to be able to make the truck my own, add the things I want to add, you know, get out there and turn a wrench a little bit, no matter how minor or significant it is, and make the truck my own. It's just part of the fun of owning a Tacoma for me. And I realize it's not that way for everybody. I know a lot of people out there, you know, want to buy a truck that's already done so they can hit the trails and all that kind of stuff and not have to do anything, which, by the way, most people don't do. You know, when you're paying upwards with tax and tag and title and all that, 50 grand for a truck, a lot of people aren't going to take that thing off-road and beat it. A few will, but not a lot. Anyway, I kind of just wanted to get on here, talk about that a little bit. I get questions about it, and I think about it every once in a while. You know, should I have bought a Pro? And no, the answer is no, not for me. Nothing wrong with it if you like it, but not for me. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're kind of going back and forth on that, if you're in the market, or maybe you own a Pro. Why did you buy one, and why are you considering buying one? What's important to you, and why would you do that as opposed to just buying an off-road? Also, if you haven't before and you're interested, check out my other channel. It is RobMotion. All about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator up there. Also, don't forget to check that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.